Good day, viewers. Welcome to another edition of the Daily Strange Stories. I'm John Brown. Our lead story for today. Floyd Shivambu refuses to resign from MK Party, but announces launching new political party after fallout with Zuma. In a dramatic turn of events, Floyd Shivambu, the former Secretary General of the MK Party, has announced plans to launch a new political party, despite stating that he will not resign from the MK Party. This announcement follows weeks of speculation about his future after being ousted from his position within the MK Party. The announcement was made at a media briefing held on Thursday, the 19th of June 2025, at the Mhulu Luxury Boutique Hotel in Midrand, in Gauteng. Shivambu addressed the media to clarify his political stance and outline his future plans. Shivambu stated that over the next few months, he and his team will be consulting with traditional leaders, church leaders, and ordinary South Africans, including prominent figures such as Michael Nguna of uMkhonto and Patrice Motsepe. The purpose of these consultations is to assess the need for a new political party, determine its values, and identify what would distinguish it from other political parties in South Africa.
So to the comrades that came to say let us form a political party, we said that we can't take that decision. Let us subject that process to the people of South Africa. So we're here today to announce that we're going to be convening the process of consulting the people of South Africa on the formation of a political movement that will be a thorough representative of the people of South Africa. And not a personal project, and not a group of friends project, not a cult, and not a fiefdom. So over the next few months, we will be consulting all the traditional leaders, we will be consulting all the church leaders, religious leaders in different institutions. We will be seeking the views and opinions of all the manifestations of the Zion Christian Church, of the Nazareth Baptist Church, of the IPCC.
Despite this move, Shivambu insisted that he remains a member of the MK Party.
I'm a member of uMkhonto weSizwe. So the constitution of uMkhonto weSizwe says that members are not allowed to participate in activities and programs of political parties whose aims and objectives are opposed to the objectives of uMkhonto weSizwe. If uMkhonto weSizwe believes that going to listen to the people violates the constitution, it will tell me that listening to the people is a violation of the constitution. I will not resign. I said I will never resign from uMkhonto weSizwe. And I still stick by the decision and the communication that I made that it was the best decision ever to join uMkhonto weSizwe. And I spoke about it earlier that how would we replace an opportunity to learn in 6 months what we couldn't learn in 10 years? Like a practical experience which you can never read in any textbook. Like and I knew from the beginning, from day one, that here we're about to start a journey of deep learning and understanding just what are the dynamics of South Africa's politics. Not from a textbook point of view, but from social media point of view, because the political leaders who are guided by social media and think trending on social media makes them relevant. Win all elections in social media, but on the ground they're nothing. So that is basically what we're dealing with.
The consultation process will also address the crucial issue of funding for the new political party. Shivambu emphasized that this initiative is not a personal project or a venture among friends. Instead, it will involve engaging with people on the ground to gather their input and support.
If we were to form a political party, let us go to the people of South Africa and ask them if they want to have a political party. We can't form a political party as a group of friends and as few individuals. So a political party should never be an individual project where you feel like, no, I want to start a political party and then you start it. It must never be a family project. It's very dangerous to have political parties which are family run. A political party must not be a tribal or ethnic project. In South Africa today, a political party must not be regional, must not even be a provincial party. A political party must not be a platform for self-enrichment. It must not be a fiefdom. It must not be a cult. If anything, a political party should be a fighting instrument and vehicle for the people of South Africa. Must deeply espouse the principles of democracy and democratic consultations in terms of how decisions are taken. Must be transparent and must be accountable in the work that it does.
He also announced that the leadership core of the consultations would be revealed next week. During the briefing, Shivambu addressed the circumstances surrounding his removal as MK party leader. He claimed that he was accused of attempting to overthrow Jacob Zuma, the leader of the MK party, based on a bizarre and fake intelligence report. He further alleged that he was accused of possessing supernatural powers to make people disappear. Shivambu defended himself against these accusations, stating, "There is nothing I can do privately that I will not accept publicly."
The reason given in the national officials for my deployment or removal as Secretary General was that I want to overthrow President Zuma as the president of uMkhonto weSizwe. That is what was said. That all the work that we were doing as Secretary General of establishing structures and identifying leaders was meant ultimately at the removal of President Zuma as president of uMkhonto weSizwe. And as part of that reasoning, an extremely bizarre and fake intelligence report was produced, which was claimed to be a conversation between me and some people in the African continent, where it is alleged that despite raising money to remove President Zuma, I'm also accumulating supernatural powers to make people disappear. That is the reason why we had to deal with superstitious issues as the basis of what happens, that there's apparently a head which I was going to be given to give to someone, and some people were going to die so that I can become president of uMkhonto weSizwe. That was the intelligence report, which were rejected with contempt and said that that is absolute rubbish, and said that if anyone claims to have my WhatsApp conversations, I can hand over my phone. I even offered in the meeting that take my phone and check not only the messages that you claim were about the removal of President Zuma, also check any other message about anything that I communicate as a leader of uMkhonto weSizwe.
Shivambu's recent actions are the culmination of internal conflicts within the MK party. He was removed from his position as Secretary General following a revolt by traditional leaders and a faction from Mpumalanga. His visit to Shepherd Bushiri's church over Easter, which was not sanctioned by the party, was cited as the reason for his dismissal. The MK party has distanced itself from Shivambu's media briefing. MK party national spokesperson Mhulu Luxury stated that the organization was not involved with the briefing. Luxury said, "We know nothing. We are aware of a flyer that's being flighted on social media, and you have just confirmed yourself, this is not an official presser from the party." He further explained that the party follows specific processes for media briefings, including an accreditation process through their website, which was not followed in this case. The events leading up to Shivambu's announcement have been marked by speculation and uncertainty. His omission from the MK party's final parliamentary list sparked questions about his future and the party's internal dynamics. Jacob Zuma's public stance on acting against those who deviate from party principles has been interpreted as a move to consolidate authority, potentially sidelining key figures like Shivambu. Shivambu's exclusion from parliament represents a loss of political capital for the seasoned debater and policy tactician. Parliament provides a platform for visibility, influence, and shaping national discourse. Without this platform, Shivambu's influence could diminish. Political analysts suggest that Shivambu's situation reflects the volatility within South Africa's opposition politics. The MK party's internal instability undermines its ability to present a credible alternative to the ruling African National Congress, ANC. Shivambu's journey from the EFF to the MK party, and now the potential formation of a new political party, highlights the challenges opposition parties face in managing dissent and ambition. Despite the setbacks, Shivambu's intellect and public engagement skills suggest that he may reinvent himself outside Parliament. However, regaining political momentum will be difficult, given the damage to his credibility following his departures from the EFF and the MK party. Colin Malechi, the president of the ANC Youth League, has stated that the ANC does not need Shivambu in its ranks, describing him as a small boy who lacks support. Malechi expressed a preference for Julius Malema, the leader of the EFF, and dismissed Shivambu as undisciplined and arrogant. Shivambu's decision to explore the formation of a new political party marks a significant moment in South African politics. The success of this venture will depend on his ability to garner support, articulate a clear vision, and overcome the challenges that have plagued his previous political affiliations. In a social media post, while announcing his media briefing yesterday, Shivambu quoted Amilcar Cabral, a prominent African liberation leader. He said, "Hide nothing from the masses of our people. Tell no lies. Expose lies whenever they are told. Mask no difficulties, mistakes, failures. Claim no easy victories." This quote suggests that Shivambu intends to be transparent and forthright in his new political endeavor. When Shivambu was announced as the latest member of the MK party in Sandton in August 2024, Zuma sang his praises, saying he was an honest man who met him while he was a young man in the ANC Youth League, the very same youth league Shivambu was expelled from by the ANC under Zuma's leadership. When he joined the MK party, Shivambu said it was the most politically sound decision he had ever made. Quizzed about this on Thursday, he stood by the decision, saying he had tremendous respect for Zuma and that he had learnt more from him in the past 6 months than he did as a deputy president of EFF in a decade. Thank you for watching this news video. We'd love to hear what you think about this story, so please leave your comments below. We read them all and appreciate your insights. Join us again in our next strange story. Until then, goodbye.